Hi, I am Bill Parmalee, and I am an endurance sports athlete. Pulseless ventricular tachycardia, PVT, I think technically is the event, leaves most people dead. I like to call it a heart event, probably because of my ego. Heart attack sounds like something an old person will have, and I look at myself as fit and young, and so I talk about a heart event. The day that this happened, I was doing my long bike ride, 50-mile ride, and ride was going normal.
There are cyclists that frequently go up and down my road around my home, and so it's a common occurrence to see them. So I saw one such cyclist coming up the hill, and he didn't look good. He appeared a bit more pale and just kind of not really all with it. So I decided to kind of pull off not far from where he was passing, to just kind of give it a second, let him get to the top of the hill with the plan to then just, move on about my day.
About 30 miles into it, I hit 2 successive hills that finally put enough of a load on my heart that it stopped.
At that point, he'd fallen partially into the grass, and I pulled him into the road in the event that I would need to do chest compression so I would have a nice solid backboard. And by the time I got him there, I reassessed him, and he was still making noises but no longer had a pulse. The police arrived first, and I yelled at them to get an AED, that I've got compressions and someone's down. It delivered a shock. We immediately resumed chest compressions, and it was about 90 seconds into that I felt his chest rise spontaneously for the first time. I sat back and just marveled at watching someone come to life again.
The time in ER was an interesting experience. Again, fairly sketchy memory. And I come to find out that the person that did the CPR is also assigned in my case because he is a cardio doctor in that hospital. This guy up here kept me around for a reason. I'm still trying to figure what one or many reasons might be. One's probably the fact that our daughter just had a baby. So our first grandchild just arrived 2 weeks ago. So if you go back to February, she's expecting, and I'm back to see that new grandbaby.
So the links in the chain of survival that the Heart Association prepares communities for are vital. Recognizing that someone's having a cardiac emergency, accessing EMS right away, being able to do chest compressions, having a defibrillator available, every one of those links will lead to better survival and cardiac arrest.
We're talking today because CPR saved my life. I wouldn't be here if there wasn't a person who could immediately respond and apply CPR.
When I ran to Bill as I would a family member. Everyone has people who love them. Everyone has fears. No one plans their day or their life to end the way Bill's could have. When you involve yourself like that in someone's life, there'll never be a greater feeling than knowing that you saved the most important thing to so many people.